Hi everyone. All right, so we got some exciting news and we're down here at Fastlane, our favorite local kayak shop. We found out that the new Hobie Pro Anglers now offer those power pole holes built into the back of the kayak, and not just one, but three. So you've got 1, 2, 3 places now where you can put your motor bracket, which is great. What we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and install our power pole adapter onto the right side. And it doesn't really matter where you install it. You can put it in the middle or the sides. This kayak tracks so well, it doesn't really matter where you're putting that motor. And we're also going to show you the steering option. You can either lock this down and steer with your existing rudder, or you can put our pole steering on here as well, and you can use the pole steering to steer the motor. So we've got lots of options. In addition to that, we'll also show you where the motor goes into the Mirage drive as usual. We still have that adapter, obviously, and that works on this kayak as well as any other rotor-molded Hobie kayak. So let's get started and put this on this kayak. All right, so we have our power pole plate here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We have these ship with your power pole adapter, these 1/4-inch nuts and bolts. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one in there and get it started. We'll get another one in here and get it started. There is an Allen key that comes in there, so you can tighten that on the last turns. So we'll do that at the end once we have everything in. The back ones are a little bit trickier because you do have a little bit less access around these bolts. So there's one, there's our other one. Last but not least. That's how simple that is, guys. So now we have our power pole plate on there, nice and sturdy. All right, now that we have our plate installed, very easily all we're gonna do is just put our motor bracket on here, and that's also quite simple. You've got these 2 gnarly bolts here that hold your motor to the plate, and there's a clip there that locks the motor into place. So there's our motor bolts. Now we're on nice and tight, and the motor clips onto that clip. So you have reverse and forward. We do have a locking mechanism that locks the motor so it doesn't turn. If you do want to use our pole steering for this and you don't want to use your rudder, you can pull that pin and now you can steer the motor. That pole steering mechanism comes with an extendable pole as well. So you can have that on there if you do want to use the pole steering as an option. If not, you can put that pole steering away and lock the motor into place and use your existing rudder to steer. Now from here, we're gonna go to our 768 battery that we've got back here. So plug into our battery, very simply plug, turn, and that's it, guys. We've got our kill switch on here, we have our remote, and we're ready to get on the water with this Motorized Pro Angler. Now that's one option, motorizing this Pro Angler. The other option that's always been available, obviously, is to replace your pedal drive with our pedal drive adapter. So very simply, you got your motor on there and you get plug and play with this, and that replaces your pedal drive with a Bixpy motor. So very simply, you still steer with your rudder, obviously, but this is the simplest way to motorize this kayak. Here I have our smaller battery, the 378, and you can plug that in there and run it under your seat or into your hatch. You do have to have that kill switch on you, so make sure that's accessible. Right there. And you're motorized. So now you got 2 options to motorize this Hobie Pro Angler. If you do have a Pro Angler that is not a 2025 or a little bit older, Hobie does sell a plate that goes on the back of this. And we also sell a plate that goes in the back of that to accept that power pole adapter. But with the new ones, 2025 and newer, that option is already on the kayak. So you save a little bit of money there, and it's a much easier and much faster option to motorize the kayak.